Let's start with the tech news that caught our eye today. The biggest story, one that we covered on Friday when you weren't here. Adrian Lamo, the homeless hacker, I prefer itinerant hacker, that we've talked to before, the guy who broke into Excited Home, broke into the New York Times, all in an effort to expose technical problems with their security. As we mentioned on Friday, there is now a federal warrant out for his arrest. Over the weekend, he'd been negotiating, he'd been talking, he'd been thinking, he'd been reading your emails and your messages, your postings to message boards. And he's come to a decision. We got him back on the line to find out what that decision is. Adrian, welcome again to the Screensavers.
Thank you for having me again.
Where are you now?
I am still in a safe place. It's amazing what variety of safe places there are, but I will not be here for long. I have made arrangements that will hopefully work out to surrender myself to the federal authorities tomorrow morning.
And did they reveal the charges? Because I know that was one of your concerns. You wanted to see what they were charging with first.
They've given me enough information that I don't think that they're doing anything that's egregiously unreasonable, and they've given me enough that I feel comfortable going in to answer for the things that I always knew could have consequences.
So in other words, what they're charging you with, you feel is, without admitting guilt, and please don't do that on this show, but what they're charging you for is stuff that you feel like you can answer to.
It's stuff that I feel is reasonable. It's not anything that I think is really like massive prosecutorial misconduct. I'm comfortable going in to face these charges.
What were you doing over the weekend?
I really spent this weekend appreciating a lot of things about the world around me and really existing in sort of a state of surreality.
Yeah, I bet.
And I said this before, but it's one thing to read about this sort of thing on the news or see it happen to other people, and it's another thing to wake up in the morning in your nice, warm, cozy bed from some dream and all of a sudden realize that it's real. You've woken up and you're still wanted by the FBI.
Did you get a lot of emails, look at message boards, things like that?
I've gotten so many emails and other forms of communication. There's been a huge amount of support and well-wishers, and I really can't thank all of them enough. They've made what would otherwise have been a more difficult experience significantly more bearable. I've spent this weekend surrounded by friends and receiving messages from supporters, and it's been, this word is really overused, but it's been touching.
Yeah. Did they convince you that it was the right thing to do to turn yourself in at this point?
A lot of people expressed concern for my safety and said that the best thing for me was to turn myself in. That was always my plan.
Yeah.
There was some perception that there was some sort of deal that I broke to turn myself in earlier. No such deal ever existed. I don't know where that came from. This is the first time today that I have talked directly to the federal prosecutor in my case, and this is the first time that we have come to any sort of agreement, and I intend to stick by that agreement.
Tomorrow morning?
Indeed.
Well,
bright and early, significantly earlier than I'm used to waking up.
Kevin Mitnick ran until they caught him. Kevin Polson, they caught him. I think you're probably doing the right thing, Adrian. I really do, and we wish you the best. We're going to try to be up there with you when you turn yourself in. And,
yeah, to an extent, Kevin's story was one of the things that motivated me.
Kevin Mitnick.
Yeah, Kevin's wonderful girlfriend, Darcy, posted a message on her blog, and she sent me an email essentially to the effect of encouraging me to turn myself in, but also covering a number of other aspects of the situation, and it gave me a great deal to think about, and it was both nice and it helped reassure me that I was doing the right thing by going in.
Well, Darcy, of course, worked here. We think the world of her, and I'm glad to hear that she was a good influence on you. Good luck, Adrian.
Thank you.
Yep. We'll follow the story and let you know what happens tomorrow.